and welcome to my kitchen, Tweety Pies by Sylvester. Today I'm going to show you how to make some delicious pumpkin muffins. We've got Halloween coming up shortly and I'm sure we're all going to have a glut of pumpkin and don't know what to do with it. Well, I'm going to show you a very quick and easy method of making pumpkin bread or muffins, as you can see here. So what we will need is 3.5 cups of plain flour, which would be 450 grams. 2 cups of sugar, which is 400 grams. Actually, the original recipe that I started with was 3 cups of sugar, which was 600 grams, but actually I found that was far too sweet and it works just as well with less sugar in it. You'll need 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, half a teaspoon of ground cloves, 2 teaspoons bicarbonate of soda, 4 eggs, 2.5 cups of mashed pumpkin, which is 450 grams, 1 cup of oil, 2/3 of a cup or 150 millilitres of water, and then if you want a bit of texture to it, you can use 1.5 cups of chopped nuts. You need to get your oven on at 160 degrees centigrade. Now for your pumpkin, you can either cut your pumpkin up, boil it, and then drain it and mash it, drain it again and then weigh it. You'll actually find you've actually got a huge amount of pumpkin. I'm cheating in this and I'm actually using some tinned pumpkin, which is what I used when I very first started making this, which you can buy in any of the shops that say they sell American products, and it works very well. So in my bowl here I've got my flour, and I've just put the baking soda in, which I'm going to mix, and then I'm going to add to it all my spices, which I've got mixed ready there, so they will all go in. Along with that, I'm going to add my sugar, which is mixed up here, and that's going to go in. I'm now going to give that a good stir around so that everything is mixed before then I'm going to add my liquids. So here's my mixture, all my flours mixed together so there's nothing showing, and to this now I'm going to add 4 eggs, which I've just beaten lightly. I'm going to put them in first, like that, and then I'm going to add my 1 cup of oil and my 2/3 of a cup of water. That can all go in as well. And finally I'm going to add my mashed pumpkin, and when it's all in then I'm just going to give it a good mix round and just keep mixing until it's all mixed in. As you can see, this mixes in very quickly and it's quite a runny batter, so this is what we sort of call it. I'm giving it a good mix and the baking soda should be starting to work to get it to rise. So I've prepared 2 loaf tins, quite easy, just with a paper inside. It saves it a lot easier. I find it actually works really well if you use a bundt tin, or we would call it a savarin tin, because it cooks very quickly. You just fill it halfway, we don't want it too full, and any mixture that you've got left over we can put into some muffins. So today I've managed to make 2 tins. You can see I've just filled them halfway, and I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 muffins out of it, and again they're filled probably a little bit more than halfway. I don't like to fill these too much, because then what tends to happen is that they rise very much, they cook on the top, and actually then the inside isn't cooked. So I'm going to pop those in the oven. These tins will need to be in about an hour, but your muffins should actually be done in probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so I'll check them at that time. Now if you want to put chopped nuts in, you can either put them in the mixture when you first do it, or in this case I'm just going to sprinkle them on the top, so that some will stay on the top and then some will just sink down, just to give one with a bit of a nutty texture. But it's entirely up to you what you want to do with the nuts. So some I've left plain, and then these I've just put through the top. So there we are, that's those out of the oven. So the cakes have taken about just short of an hour, and the muffins were actually ready in 20 minutes. So I hope you enjoy them. Bye.